last time on D&D. You guys were all gathering in the town of Cliffport for one reason or another. And you kind of found your way to the local tavern, as is tradition. And basically a scout from the guild came back into town, and he was heavily wounded. And basically informed you that the Kahiko and the other, a group of other soldiers went out to go stop a pirate incursion. Ended up being an ambush. That was kind of... He implied that the scout that told them about the location was working with the pirates, so it was an ambush, and that, everybody might be dead. So you guys went to go see what the situation was. So you had all started to head out down the coastal road, that goes towards the southwest. So you'd probably just go out the gate and then start heading down the road around town to go down towards the southwest. So, and it is in the evening at this point. So after, I'd say, within an hour or two, the sun will probably have set by the time you guys are setting out. And it's about a day and a half's travel from Cliffport, where they were headed. So I guess it is to you guys if you want to rest for the night. If you want to head as far as you can, then rest for the night and then keep going, or if you plan to ride through the night, if you feel that there's a sense of urgency. So I will say for the coastal road it's not like a fully paved road, but it is a very worn, it's a very well-traveled path that goes up and down the coast. So it's, just probably, trampled, trodden earth that goes down. So, but it's not really maintained like the roads in the cities would be. So take that what you will for safety of travel at night with the horses.
Okay.
Yes. So what I guess does anyone have opinions on what you think you should do for what you should do for your traveling?
I mean, it takes us a day to get there either way, right?
The only reason we wouldn't take the main road, I think, is in case if we're scared of dangers, right? I mean, am I wrong about that? We're scared of getting ambushed or something.
There's also there's a limit to how far you can travel or how long you can travel in a day without taking exhaustion penalties. So
yeah.
If I remember
we really
correctly,
don't want that.
Yeah.
We're far enough away to where even if we ride through the night, they're going to have time to loot what they want and leave, right? If they decide to stay, then they'll be there either way, and if they decide to leave, then they won't be there either way, right? So, might as well...
Yeah, but... Oh, sorry. I mean to interrupt you.
No,
I guess I should talk in character.
I want to go to sleep.
Just like IRL, or...
Oh, that's my secret. I'm always sleepy.
You should get that looked at.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm asleep right now.
Diabetes.
If no, I'm not an expert in tracking or nothing. But even if they're gone by the time they get there, getting there sooner seems to be fresher tracks and we can find them easier. That's just my thoughts, but I'm not the expert here.
Well, it's also harder to track them if we get there and we're tired. You ever tried to track someone down when you've only got like an hour of sleep last night? It doesn't go well.
Can't say I have. So I'm
Can't
gonna say
recommend
right
it.
about that.
I think we need to be fresh dealing with whatever took out the entire preliminary force. So I vote we sleep.
I wouldn't mind sleeping in a bed tonight.
All right.
What?
Okay.
What do you mean by sleeping in a bed tonight? Are you saying you want to push through and get all the way to the city?
We are in Cliffport, aren't we?
No.
What?
No. Not
No.
anymore.
Sorry, I've been cutting out.
We left to go do the thing, and the question is, are we running through the night to finish getting there to do the thing, or are we stopping on the trail to sleep and get there in the morning?
Funny enough, you cut out there. Give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna check my internet. Move me slow today.
You don't have internet.
That is the problem, isn't it?
But yeah, if we have someone here who's regularly saying they're not an expert, we should not be forcing them to ride a horse at high speed in the dark on an ill-maintained road. Like, we'll just throw a horseshoe. We'll just throw a horseshoe and then not get there any faster.
Yeah. Like, realistically, what I'm most worried about is we show up there, we're exhausted, and we just get killed because...
Actually there.
Yeah, because we're half asleep.
All right. So you guys, so are you going to? So the road south. So you're stopping for the night. Sounds like. The road that goes south down the coast. Here, I will pull up a.
When we left Cliffport, yeah, what direction were we?
So your Cliffport is here. You guys are headed down here, so this horse will mark where you guys are at. And the village you're going to is this little farming village off, just off the coast down this way. Given that's a pretty long stretch of coast from Cliffport down, because it's going to take you a day of horse riding to get there. So this is just. That's bad. So basically, you have ocean on one side of you, and the woods, which are home to the wood elves, on the other side. Basically,
Were we given a time limit to do this?
No,
not explicitly, but if we have hopes of saving people faster is better. But at the same time, nothing we can do is going to get us there during the combat that happened. The scout had to flee that area, come all the way to Cliffport, and then we had to gather a group and start heading back out. I don't think there's going to be a significant change in how much good we can do if we stay up a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
you were basically told to go see if there were any survivors, and that was basically it.
Curious. I agree that we should. Bedtime.
And if they hit the place and left, then showing up a few hours earlier might make a difference in rescue efforts. But if they're still there when we show up, showing up a few hours earlier could be really bad.
Yeah, especially if they stuck around, what are the odds they stuck around to, if they stuck around, what are the odds that anyone's still alive?
Not high.
And we're the
So-
ones that would need rescue.
Unless they took prisoners
Yeah.
or whatever. But I don't know if they do that.
I know, I'm new around here for that part. I don't know what these groups necessarily might do, but
So Gabe and Brian, so your characters would know that occasionally they will take prisoners, but usually it's yeah, occasionally they will, but most of the time they just kind of slaughter everyone and leave.
So either they're already gone, or they've stopped to party and will be, and like, aren't in a hurry to leave tomorrow.
and so if we show up well rested and they have hangovers, then we have the advantage.
That's true.
So Sam, you said it would take a day's time to get there. Does that mean that by
Yes.
the time if we sleep now, by the time we reach there, it would be nighttime again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like to the point where we
Wait,
would be tired
hold
again?
hold up. If you spend more than 8 hours traveling, you take exhaustion. And so if it takes from sunrise to sunset to get somewhere, like that means that we must take
If you're
exhaustion.
sleeping. If you're sleeping.
I assume that
Like,
we're
that's-
sleeping, and then we'll wake up in the morning, and then you said we would get there when the sun went, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So we would be
that's what I-
exhausted anyway?
We would be exhausted. Because
You'd have to
that's
sleep
from
twice.
Or
sunrise.
would it just be after?
Because if we're
Would it just
sleeping,
be,
we
like,
would wake up
8
at like
hour?
8 a.m. and then we would have 16 hours until sunset to travel. So if
I
it
think
takes us
it's more
until
of
the end
a-
of the day, we would take exhaustion.
I think it's more of a you would have to sleep twice if you don't want exhaustion.
So it takes about a day or to a day and a half to get there.
Okay, so tell me in terms of travel time, how much time do we have to spend on the horses to get there?
If you start from Cliffport and get to the village, it's 24 hours.
Okay.
Is there any danger in pushing through
That's-
a little bit in travel time and then taking a rest closer to the camp so we can reach
Yeah,
there without exhaustion?
Yeah.
That
So
completely changes the equation.
Yeah.
24 hours
Yeah.
is 3 days of travel, and so we
Yeah.
can take exhaustion double shift today, and then do a normal shift tomorrow, and like sleep off the exhaustion.
Hmm.
Yeah. I would agree with that plan.
Sam, it's the same schedule though, still, right?
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, so then we'll do 16 hours tonight, and we'll do 8 hours the next day. So we are going to push through the night.
Perfect.
And then show up first thing in the morning without exhaustion.
Correct. There we go. Okay. Yes. So you guys, push through the night, and do that. There's no real issues. The next, day, morning, or whatever, as you guys are, after you've done your first rest, you guys are keep heading down. So basically, you have like ocean on one side, woods on the other. When you guys camp for the night, do you just set up just off the side of the road, or do you like go into the forest a ways, like off the
We're
road?
we're right on the coast, right?
Yeah. So there's.
I'm
yeah.
gonna
It'd probably be
suggest
like
that we
yours.
go.
That
Like when we go to bed.
I'd like to hear the suggestion.
My suggestion is that we should go just enough in that we aren't visible from the ocean when we do it. We don't know if there's a ship out there that might be able to see us if we don't do at least a little bit into the forest. Just enough that we aren't, like, obviously camped out right next to the road.
Are the elves territorial?
I was gonna say, I thought they were pretty innocuous.
Like, will we be offending the locals if we go too far in the forest?
Wouldn't we know that? We live here.
We would know that. That's why I'm asking the DM.
They are, yeah. You guys live up here, so you've probably encountered, them before. They don't like really engage with people unless you like try to like chop down trees and stuff like that. Like some people come up and down the road enough, or they'll camp off in the sides. The elves don't really like. They don't bother you if you don't bother them, sort of a thing.
Half a mile into the woods, maybe.
Well,
no.
Also, I would say you could probably see, if you're close enough to Cliffport, you could probably see where they've come out to do some logging for firewood and stuff.
Mm-hmm. They have Cliffport definitely has some sort of deal set up with the wood elves to acquire lumber from their woods.
Makes sense.
Alright.
Yeah. So my suggestion is just, let's make sure that if a boat comes by that's pirates, that they don't know immediately that we're right there.
Concur. Murder.
I agree with that.
Can I nest in a tree?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you guys gonna do watches?
Preferably.
Yes.
Sure.
How many people are here?
6.
Probably enough.
So 3 watches of 2?
That sounds about right.
That's fine.
Who all has dark vision?
Not me.
Nope.
No.
I do in my dreams.
I think it's just Tommy.
Oh shit. Okay.
Alright, so the watches are Tommy.
The watch, yep. Tommy and Tommy.
Tommy should probably take the middle of the night shift. Because
it's darkest.
that's when it's darkest.
I guess me and Brian take one because we kind of know each other.
So you want to leave me and the paladin on a watch?
I don't want to do a
I'll
watch with
you.
the little shit. I'm too suspicious of him. I'm not gonna be able to watch anything else.
He's
So you would.
He's like 5 inches from your face, just staring directly at you, just straight at
So
you.
you're saying that you would rather be asleep while he's up on watch?
I mean, you make a good argument, but I'm just saying the quality of my watch may decrease.
So I volunteer for whichever one has the bard on it. That I don't know as a bard, but
Oh, okay.
The one person that I definitely saw trying to pick people's pockets.
Bard can be like a career name, or you could be calling him a rogue.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably call myself a bard.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I play music, y'all.
Yeah, that's an occupation name. It's not.
Yeah.
Anyway,
a class.
So I'm going to volunteer to be on that shift.
All right.
Call him an entertainer. It's different. That would be
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
for the occupation.
So that would be 3rd shift, probably.
Sure.
Which means me and Brian are first, and night vision and whoever's left.
Okay with this?
Yeah, I'll do it with him.
Okay.
I feel like Batman's probably more of a night owl anyway, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Alright, so, I'm just gonna make... Okay, so the first shift, nothing really happens. It goes, you just kind of hear, from the forest, I mean, you can just kind of hear the gentle crashing of, not waves, but like the water flowing in and out of ebbing and flowing. It's kind of relaxing, actually. So during the second watch, nothing happens. No thing there, and then yes, I know I can roll those without seeing them, but honestly, I'm just gonna use a physical dice because I have them here.
I do that with my other groups.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the third watch, so you guys, there, it's about maybe like an hour into your watch, and can both of you give me a perception check?
I'm sorry, you cut out. Did you say perception?
Perception with, I guess, this actually isn't, I would say this isn't vision based, so you wouldn't have disadvantage because you don't have dark vision.
Okay.
Forgot to do the toggle. Back to public.
That's fine. So yeah. So Brian, if you okay.
Yeah, not great.
Yep. It's yeah. You're just kind of lost in the there's a nice breeze. It's a very nice evening with the sound of the ocean. It's very relaxing.
Yeah. Thinking up new songs.
Yep. Bear
Trying to make my
told
bagpipes sound like it's
Yeah.
the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Bear told you just get kind of like somewhat of like a similar feeling that you're just kind of being watched.
This is familiar.
Yes. Just a sense that you're being watched, but you can't really see anything. You just have that kind of sense, like, that prickling on the back of your neck, like...
Yeah. I'll just, maybe, put one hand on my, short sword hilt and another one on one of my daggers.
Sure.
While I'm sitting there.
Other than that, you just kind of get that feeling kind of throughout your watch, but other than that, nothing really happens. So the, gets the time where you guys are, the sun starts to crest, or whatever, however you're spacing out your thing, as if it, so that you can get up, do another days of travel, and then rest again, and then be close to the place. So nothing really happens, so you just get that weird sensation that you're being watched, but other than that, nothing too out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that's not weird or concerning.
Just normal things. So the next morning, you guys do anything in the morning to prepare for the ride, or you just
breakfast?
All right.
I might go hunting for some meat for breakfast. Actually, that's one. Do we know if that's okay, or will that get the elves on us?
I don't think you know.
I don't know.
But we would.
Maybe I'll ask. Maybe I'll be like, hey, you're from around here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there would be an issue with the elves if I went and caught some fresh breakfast?
You know that the elves do a lot of hunting, and I think it's like a, as long as you're not killing for sport, they don't really care, because they hunt for survival.
Is the breakfast you're catching elf?
No.
You should be fine.
That is a fact. Yeah.
All right, I'll go see what I can find.
All right. I guess give me a stealth check and a survival check.
Ooh.
Okay, so you're able to basically sneak up you kind of find like a little clearing, and you see that there's like a group of like you find like a rabbit den basically, and there's a bunch of rabbits chilling outside of their den here in the early morning, nibbling on grass or whatever. Are you just gonna try to like snipe them or set like a little snare, or what do you want to do survival wise?
For rabbits, probably try and trap them. Well, no, that takes too long. I'll just use bow and arrow.
Okay, so then I guess just give me a roll to hit with your bow. Okay. Yeah. So I'll say with the survival skill, and you kind of catch him by surprise, you're you're able to just kind of snipe one or whatever with your bow, and you have a chance to, because of your stealth check, you have a chance to shoot again before they kind of start to scatter.
Great.
Yep. So you're able to get a couple rabbits pretty easily, and the rest of them, run around or dive back into their burrows. But you got a couple rabbits.
All right. I'll bring them back to camp for making breakfast.
All right. Yeah. So the rest of you, anything you're doing while Berthold's out hunting for food? Anything specific?
Morning
Nothing
exercises.
Okay.
Make sure.
Yeah, maybe some stretches.
Probably just
Make sure-
itching to get back on the trail.
Make sure the crossbows are ready for the combat. All that good stuff.
All right. Torrid, Tommy, anything specific your character's doing in the morning?
Just eat some rations. Nothing really.
Okay. So, after, a little while, Berthold comes back, has got 2 rabbits, starts, I assume you skin them, cook them, whatever you're going to do.
Yeah.
However.
Probably like a really simple stew or something. Just be like, anybody want some?
It's not like a cooking episode.
Yeah.
I'll have some stew. I take one bite. All of my clothes are rubbed off.
I did.
And then they're just
proficiency
suddenly
in
back
that.
next scene, no explanation.
I have. It's been way too long since I saw that. Not sure why you reminded me.
Yes. So, all right. So you guys enjoy some nice stew and things.
I'll eye the stew suspiciously, and then I'll quickly come up and take a bowl. Retreat back
The
into my tent.
stew knifes you while your guard is down.
To be clear, I made the stew in sight of everyone.
Oh,
so
sure.
It's not like a secret that there's nothing weird in
Oh,
it.
I'm fully aware of that, Greg.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that there's nothing weird in it. That makes me feel a lot safer.
Apparently, someone was worried about it.
All right, trying to emphasize his character as a weirdo.
Yes. So you guys eat, get back on the horses, ride out, ride for the day, get basically where you're like, you're like an hour's, get to where it's like, okay, an hour more of travel and you'll be there. So you probably, I assume you're going to stop relatively that close, unless you want to try to get closer in camp, but like you could get up pretty early in the morning and then get there when right before the sun rises.
Unless we actively see smoke billowing off of the place still after multiple days, then yes, I'd like to stop and make camp close-ish. An hour away is fine.
Yeah. It's not, there's not like, you might see like some wisps.
Yeah, but it's not
smoke.
like
It's
the
not
raid
like-
is still
yeah.
going on.
Correct.
Levels of
Correct. Whatever
Okay.
if the town was burned, it's probably smoldering.
Mm.
So yes. Yeah, so you do that. Yep. So gonna do your watches again. Are you doing the same idea where you tuck into the woods just a little bit?
I don't see why not.
Oh, another thing, as you're traveling down,
Woods to tuck into? That's a lot of farmland.
oh, I guess
Yeah, I
if
was
you're
gonna
that
say, where
close,
are we here?
Yeah, I guess if
Yeah.
at that point, because the road to the
Can
village.
you move the horse?
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me move your horse. The horse.
That might be helpful.
I'm on the wrong layer. Horsey.
Hell is old of time.
Like you guys are probably, yeah, you guys are probably at the edge of the farmlands, like here. So you could probably, it might be a little ways to get into the woods from here. So you're kind of in like a plains, open area. So however you want to do your camp setup, like your.
Well, I mean,
Well,
couldn't we have
There's
just
nothing really to it
followed a
then.
little closer to the forest line if we knew we were gonna?
If you want to, and then like walk through the fields.
Because roads make you go faster. Are we close enough to the farmlands to where we can just go a little bit farther, hit a farmer, and like ask to sleep in their
I
barn?
would say that farmlands, if you go through like the fields, they're really like muddy, so it'd be like rough terrain because they're fields.
And also, you're trampling some guy's crops.
Yeah.
Who may or may not be dead, but we don't know.
Did they just hit the city, right? Like, can we find a barn of a farmer or something out here in the boonies and pay them to crash in the barn or something?
Roll me just a d20.
All right.
Are there?
Good old dumb luck.
Say you find kind of out on the very edge. You kind of find there's like this little, like kind of like a shack, and as you guys kind of come down the road or whatever, like you can see like kind of, it's like the crops are low, so it's probably like beans or something, so it's not really high cornfields. So you see like a field go out, and then you see like a little farmhouse off to the road, up the road there, and then so yeah, there is like a place out here, and you see that there's some smoke coming out of their chimney as you guys are coming here at sunset, I'm presumably. Give me, I guess two things. One thing I forgot to do on your ride down, so up to this point, so I'm gonna backtrack slightly. Can you guys give me a perception check as you are coming down the road up to this point, like, a few hours ago or whatever?
I didn't see shit.
Same.
Okay, if you got at least a 15 while you guys are coming down the coast, kind of look out off to the ocean. You can see out onto the ocean. You see kind of like a few ships headed the opposite way you guys were coming, so up towards Cliffport. And if you got at least a 15, you can see the insignia of the, like on their sails or like their banners or whatever, is that of Black Veil. So probably some merchants headed up towards Cliffport. But other than that, you don't really see any other activity. So yeah. So you guys get to the farm. Is somebody gonna go up, or are you all just gonna ride your horses up to this person's house?
Real quick question about the ships. In in a lot of worlds that contain pirates, it's kind of normal for them to like fly just any flag they have until they do piratey shit, in which case they take it down and throw up a pirate flag. Is that something that happens in this world, or do pirates just not fly flags because why bother?
How many pirates are they gonna have helped capture or kill thus far, Sam? That's kind of the question he's asking, I feel like. How familiar with pirates is he?
You know that a lot of the times the pirates mostly go for you've heard rumors of specifically the pirates that you guys are specifically fighting off against. That specific flavor of pirate. They generally use out on the seas, a lot of the times from people who have the few people that have survived their attacks on the seas have said that their ship just seems to appear out of nowhere and then they get attacked.
Okay.
So it doesn't really seem like it's a practice that they'd be pretending to be a merchant. It seems like it's more
pirates that you guys are looking for. For pirates in general, I think that's probably a tactic that would come to mind for anyone. So, common sense, they might be doing it. You know.
But we have no.
If they are, then they're not the
evidence.
pirates I care about. Okay.
Not the ones we specifically
most
care
likely,
about. They
it's
could
what-
still be pirates, though.
Yeah, no one cares. All right. Metagamey, anybody but me should go knock on the door, but I'm willing to go knock on the door.
I can do it.
I'm extremely personable.
no.
I'd be happy to.
Hey, wait, is he coming too? Fine. You must, but you walk in front.
This is some ridiculous discrimination, but fine.
Why did we bring
I
him
called on
again?
Itzies.
It felt safer than
Actually,
leaving
no,
him
I
in
will tag
town.
along and not. I will tag along and not say anything.
All we know about him is he plays the bagpipes, and he ran away and hid as soon as he saw blood for the first time. If he disappears on us again, are we gonna go searching the forest for him instead of saving civilians?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's like, he has one shot.
Unless he
he's gone, he's
pickpockets
It wasn't even a
from the
dangerous
party.
situation. The man just saw blood and disappeared.
You
All
only
right,
get
Rambler.
one shot.
Yep, that's it. He just disappeared. Definitely didn't reappear in some weird outfit. He's just gone. It's
All right.
yeah,
Totally.
not a problem.
All right.
Yeah.
So
That.
you guys.
So I think it's me. I forgot Ryan's character again. I'm sorry.
That's Franklin.
Franklin, right? It's me, Franklin, and Bertrand
Air gold.
going up to the check.
Okay, so the other three, you're just hanging back at on the road.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so you guys come up, and you can see that there's an older human man, kind of sitting in a rocking chair, and from the distance, you can tell it looks like he's kind of just asleep, he's just, but he's physically rocking in the chair, you can see, or whatever. And he's got I'm gonna say the stereotypical overalls with a a straw hat, and he's got a pipe hanging out of his mouth or whatever. After you guys get close enough, he kind of opens his eyes and looks over, and he says, "Oh, well, hi there. What brings you folks out here to my property?"
We are a band of travelers, traveling far and seeking justice. There is a group of scummy pirates that we wish to bring to justice, but we are weary in our travels and would like to seek shelter here. We will compensate you properly if you would be kind enough to lend us your home.
should
Are you in?
have
Are you in?
brought the
Are
other
you in
guy.
costume? Are you
Oh
in
yeah.
costume?
No, I'm in
Does
like
that
you know a
mean
nice
that you-
tuxedo, and then I just did that voice.
I feel like if you went up to some guy in some house in the middle of nowhere and did this.
Yeah, is this an intimidation check?
It's the intimidation check.
If you would like to roll intimidation,
I mean,
you can.
I'm not trying
It doesn't
to.
seem
But is
like-
that the check
Okay.
that this will ultimately be?
I would say give me a. I think. That's a good question. 'Cause it would, to him, it might come off as intimidation rather than persuasion. So I would say, yeah, roll an intimidation check.
Oh my god, oh no.
Oh my god. He's like,
He just passes out.
No, he's like, you can hear him yell. He yells towards the house. He says, honey, do we have room in the bar for some, nice folk to stay tonight? They said they'll pay us. And you just hear, like,
How much?
and he kind of, like, turns to look at you guys. Like,
Oh, she yelled how. Okay, sorry.
Which we have.
Ooh, do I have my wallet on me? Do I keep that on like disguise? I don't know. What's the going rate for an inn?
Probably not that much. Like, a going rate for an inn's, like, a really nice inn would be like, well, I'd say it's probably like a few coppers, like, to stay the night. But, like, good inns might charge you like a silver, but they would usually include a meal.
I don't think a barn counts as a good inn.
Yeah, I think this is like some coppers.
Oh, the
But each person
entertainer
can pay.
slash bard might know that some inns will like almost put you up for free if you entertain for them and their guests.
Oh, definitely. But I also don't think that's an option here.
Yeah, I feel like if we're offering to compensate them, they're not like, oh sweet, we're gonna get played some music.
I would, you know what, I would throw, just so you're aware, we're here on a very important business, but I am something of a famous entertainer. Wow, my accent totally changed, huh?
Dr. Zimu's on his back.
If you'd like, I'd be happy to entertain you with some music, if you're willing to accept that as our payment for you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Hell yeah, I have that. Boom.
Good thing it wasn't disadvantage.
Truly.
You're like, well, that is mighty kind. We don't really get many people out this way. You know what? That might be nice. Is it just the three of you fellers?
We have three more. We have three more back there. They're not very social, but they won't cause trouble.
He kind of like looks down the road. It's like, is that a bird, man?
I don't. Yeah.
Our good friends at Arizona.
That's all I know too.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
If I notice him looking, I like to give him a happy little wave.
Yeah, like he did me when I was sneaking.
Yeah. It's like, he kind of gives you like a little
He's probably seen
wave back.
dwarves than humans, honestly.
Yeah, he's seen dwarves before. They come down here quite a bit. Honestly, he probably sees dwarves more often than humans because of the location. But he says, "Yeah, why don't let me take you over to the barn, I guess." Kind of like gets up out of his rocking chair, like picks up, and he's like, and you hear like every vertebrae in his back like crack as he like stretches, and he's like, "Okay, well, it's back here around the house."
Is this guy human?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an older gentleman. So yeah, he kind of hobbles his way back around the house. You pass some cows, and there's like a chicken coop that you can hear the chickens clucking away. And then you get to the barn or whatever, and he says, I guess you guys, we haven't really used this barn in a while, so I can't promise what the state of things are, but there's a hay loft up there, and I guess you could just put your horses in here. We haven't had horses for a little while. Last horses we had were stolen.
Oh, wonderful! You're a fantastic entertainer. Is there anything I can do for you on this evening?
I don't know. I guess whatever you're thinking. I don't know. He seems just kind of like kind of like confused at this whole situation. You can tell
totally.
He probably doesn't get that many people out here.
I'd say he probably just pushed you to work on the farm.
Yeah, like, I mean, we always got stuff that needs fixing if y'all are, good with your hands.
Unfortunately, I'm not good with my hands, and out of character, I also don't have mending. So... but I pull out my bagpipes, and I'm like, well, maybe I can play a jaunty tune. I don't know if you've ever heard the bagpipes before. They're a common, common instrument of my people.
Okay. You ain't. Is you not a dwarf?
Oh no.
A short
dwarf.
While this is going on,
happy.
can I go back to the other three and tell them we're good?
Yes. Huh. Oh, I thought you were, well, yeah, okay. I guess I thought you were a little clean-shaven for a dwarf, so...
Yeah, dwarves will tend to have beards, yeah. But no, I'm from further up north than when most of the dwarves go, actually.
Oh, like north of the mountains, north?
Wait, am I north of the mountains, or am I like
you're in like a valley? Yeah, you're in a valley that's just over the mountains, but the mountains go way past your little like valley.
Okay, I'll tell him that then.
Okay, it's like, oh, didn't know nothing was up there other than cold.
You're from
well, it is mighty fine cold there, aye.
Must have been cold.
Well, all right. Well, that's cool. I guess if you want to give a performance check, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll play him a song on my people.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Here's that button. It's pass.
Okay. Yeah. It's yeah, the acoustics in a barn aren't what you're used to, but
Very
yeah,
true.
he's like That's mighty nice. I'll yeah, I'll say by this time, I assume the rest of you, Kavis has gone back, gotten the rest of you all come up here to the barn. Gabe and Brian, do you guys wear your guild insignias like on the outside of your garb, or do you just have like?
I didn't even know we had guild insignia.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody in the guild would have some insignia. Now, some people put it on their garb. Some people just have like a little thing, like a little, signet or something they keep in their pocket or their cloak or something that they can just show people.
So like a badge.
Yeah.
I'd probably keep mine.
I guess I'd wear it
as a badge.
Okay. So it's not outward facing.
Right.
So
the Gabe's does, it sounds like. Rim.
Okay. So as you guys come in, he's like, "Oh, you're one of them guild members up there." Oh, what's up? Right.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank y'all. One of y'all's people helped save our son back in the day when they were headed down towards Carandris, which is the capital of Storm Harbor. He was headed down there one day, and some bandits got him, and luckily there were some guild members right there where it happened, and saved his life. So I just want to say, from the bottom of me and my wife's heart, we thank you very much.
I hope someday to do as much good as that guild member did.
That's a good answer.
Well, you know what? Why don't you don't worry about paying us for the night. I think that'll be fine enough.
Well, thank you.
I guess make yourselves at home. I know. I don't know if you guys know what's going on south, or maybe you're headed down there if you're part of the guild. But it seemed like there was quite a ruckus going on in Hilldale over there. I saw a bunch of smoke and stuff, and we've been too scared to approach the city.
We're trying to figure out what happened.
Well, I'm glad they sent somebody out. I know a big group of people came down here a while ago, but we just kind of heard all their horses go past. Didn't really get a good look at them.
When was that exactly? If you don't mind us telling us.
Couple days ago, day and a half, 2. Maybe a couple days ago. Then, maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's
be like a week, something like that.
A week.
Almost, because it's 3 days to get there from the town. Close to that.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it has.
Maybe even a little bit longer than that, because it's like 3 days to get there, and then the scout.
3 days to get back.
Yeah.
3 days to get there.
Yeah.
For travel time. Yeah. It was about a week ago, and then we saw the smoke and whatnot, but we figured with that big group that was going down, but I guess I haven't seen it. Well, there was one. I guess one person came back, but I didn't hear that. Yeah. I didn't hear a big group go back that came down here, so I assumed they were all just heading down towards the capital.
Good to know.
Yep. Yeah, just Yep, just I guess be careful if you're heading towards Hilldale.
That's the
That's
name of this
good
place?
advice. Thank you.
Because you've got like a box over where I think the name.
Oh, yeah, because it's called this.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, what a spoiler.
You didn't have to move the box.
That's fine.
I have high hopes of us saving this village.
My bad. I made the map. My bad. I know I'm not even in the Roll20, and I know what you guys are looking at.
Teamwork, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. But actually, yeah. Yeah, they some weird folk down there, but you know, if you ask me, if they were any more inbred, then they'd be a sandwich.
Oh, I see. That's I didn't realize that was your take. Okay.
All right.
And anyways, I'll have a good night.
Is he saying that he knows they're still down there right now?
No, he's just
No.
He's saying
He's saying that they're to
The
the
large
south
group-
of here, and so they must be inbred. Or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take some more drugs.
Okay.
yeah.
Jeez.
You know what?
While
I
you're
am
up, you
also
also
gonna
take
take
your
some more
medication.
drugs.
This farmer's calling them inbred. Yikes.
Just because you farm doesn't mean you're inbred.
I didn't say that. That's very insensitive of you, Gabe.
The fact that his wife is his sister is why he's inbred. What?
Anyways,
Alright.
sorry, I heard that insult the other day and I had to shoehorn it in somewhere.
They were more
I was like, this is
inbred than
amazing.
a sandwich. That's
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Anyways, so yeah, they go to bed.
Okay. Alright. I've had
He
steak rolls.
leaves. You guys, I assume you guys are gonna sleep in the barn wherever you can
Uh-huh.
find. There's like some old hay and stuff, but it's not really like you probably won't want to sleep on it.
I mean, we still got our bedrolls,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you still have your stuff, so you just basically are using it as to have something over your heads and
Mm-hmm.
some shelter and whatnot. So
And break line of sight.
Yep.
Want to sleep up in the belfry where the barn owls would go.
hoot.
Hoot, hoot. Motherfucker.
Why are you here?
Motherfucker!
Olin, I have to ask, are you gonna talk like that
Motherfucker.
even when among the party members?
Well, I mean, I have to hide my identity.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
So, speaking of that, I think if Bertold catches a moment alone with you, he will probably just flat out tell you, your disguise isn't fooling anyone with us, right?
What? What do you mean?
It's fooling me!
No, remember he crit failed when he first put his disguise on.
This is too much like the college humor sketch.
That is
voice
this
doesn't really work
increasingly
for
what
you.
keeps coming to mind the more I play this guy.
Is the answer helicopter?
Where were the other drugs going?
Just like, yes,
What do you mean?
we were all at the bar together. We all could tell it was you. Your disguise was honestly pretty bad, and you may want to think about improving it. I don't care about the rest of us knowing necessarily. But if you want others to not know, you should think about improving your disguise.
Many disguises incorporate a mask.
What? It's just I don't have a mask at all. It's just my normal face. I'm wearing like a black blanket on me.
You just take like some charcoal and rub black circles around your eyes like a mask.
I mean,
Raccoon man.
you did crit fail your first attempt at disguising, right? That might be why.
Yeah, well, but then
You got the rest of your outfit on and you just forgot the mask.
But last session, Sam said before we took off, I apparently fixed it.
Oh, okay.
Because I was
Now you're
saying
wearing it.
But they know who you
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know who you are.
Well then, who do you think I am? Just whisper it in my ear.
The one guy at the bar who was like running around and trying to beg food off of other people.
Second. I'm going to assume that you are thinking of someone else and be like,
Interesting.
I'm just like, oh god, this idiot. And just give up on this for now.
Oh yeah, I saw that guy too.
Amazing.
Like,
I know.
oh yeah,
Oh,
should've
they
said
tried.
This is the hero that saved that their boil there, right? And got him up and everything.
Very specific.
Anyway, should we get to our resting?
Yes. So, if I assume you're just gonna keep the same watch pairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing really happens over the night other than the sounds of farm animals, occasionally.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
In the morning, crack
wait,
of dawn.
Sam,
Are
Sam,
you
Sam,
getting
Sam.
up? Okay.
1 second. Can we go into general real quick?
We will be right back.
After these messages.
All right. So, you guys sleep for the night. Do your watches. There's no real thing. Are you planning to get up before sunrise or like right at sunrise? Like, are you planning to get to?
That is such
the
an
town?
esoteric question that I hope we answer it correctly.
Well, are you planning to get to the town before the sun rises? Like, are you trying to
I
get
think-
there under the cover of darkness, or are you just gonna wait until as soon as?
I don't think we would sacrifice any exhaustion if that's your question.
Definitely not.
No.
Yeah,
It's just a
that's what I was
timing.
gonna
It's just
say.
a timing of. Yeah.
I'd prefer
What's
to get,
lighting a light
Do you want?
is your question.
Yeah.
Is it?
I'd prefer to get to the town as the sun is rising, so we have the cover of darkness on the approach and can see once we're there.
Okay.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
I'm not so desperate to do that we end up there with any sort of exhaustion.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm just asking, at what light level would you like there to be when you get to the town?
As dark as
Well,
possible.
only one of us has dark vision, so ideally at least regular light.
The
so-
golden hour for that photo finish.
Exactly.
Sure.
So
You gotta see the most beautiful version of the burned out corpses.
Mhm.
So basically you can go, you could go down the road to where this is and then go into the town this way. You could also try to go across the fields. I guess it depends on how you want to get to this
You said
town.
this guy had crops, right?
Yeah.
I would feel bad.
This guy crops.
This guy. Oh.
Also, if it's difficult terrain, our horses might get injured.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's just take the road.
Horses are notably
Okay.
fragile.
Okay, so you guys basically
it's a known thing.
So you basically get to you get to where you can keep going south down towards Storm Harbor, or there's a road that goes this way in towards Hilldale.
This also
And
farmlands
then-
over here.
Yes.
Okay.
It's basically, there's like, I mean, it's, if it was zoomed in, there'd be a lot more things, but it's
Just curious.
representing, there's all farmland, it's all farmland, so fields and stuff like that with a road going through it. This is probably like something that's taller, like corn, so you can't really see the town from the road. You just know the road goes up to the entrance to the town, and then there's some fields and whatnot that way. There's also a river that flows down towards the ocean on the other side of the farmlands.
Oh, that's
So
neat.
Sorry, continue.
So, yeah. So you're just heading down the road.
Yeah.
Are you guys just riding your horses all the way up to the entrance of the town?
Yeah, no thoughts, brain empty.
I mean, you guys have mostly low intelligence.
Well, I would actually like to, before we get there, maybe just while we're on our horses, like on the way, getting kind of close, but just be like, have y'all, no, especially I turn to the, the two I know that are bounty hunters. Do you have any idea on how maybe we should approach this? I've never, I'll be honest, pirates are rare up north, so I haven't encountered too many of them. I don't know.
It's been almost a week. Like,
They're gone.
They're not gonna still be here.
We're mostly there's still smoke, honestly.
We're
Yeah,
mostly
it's
here as a
probably-
relief force.
It's probably not really that smoky. You do notice there are a lot of birds circling over the town.
We're coming here to check to see if there's any survivors, help with, rescue efforts if people are still under collapsed buildings and stuff like that, and dig a lot of fucking holes. If we can find where they went, great, we'll pursue it, but we're mostly here to help out the survivors.
All right.
Help them into
If
their
the pirates
grave.
are still here, I will be incredibly surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, I accept that. That's fine. So we'll probably just walk right up to the town then.
Yeah.
Yep. So you head up to the town. There's a bunch of birds circling overhead. You can kind of hear like cawing and stuff as you are heading up to town. As you come into the first part of town, there's like some, it looks like the building's burnt here. It looks like this is like there's some housing and stuff here, and then there's like, the town, and then the town proper is like over here by the river. So you kind of walk through it, and you just see that there are burned buildings. You notice here that you see a few bodies that like have crows picking at them and stuff. You see like a few humans, but mostly dwarves. You do notice that there are both, like, as you're here, there's both, like, there are some dwarves. You notice that some of the dwarves have the guild symbols on them, or you recognize, oh, I've seen that person at the guild before. You also see that there's a bunch of pirates also dead here. So it looks like there were heavy casualties on both sides. As you guys kind of walk into the town proper, and as your horses start to, as you come into the town square, I guess, you hear kind of like this almost like guttural cawing, and you can hear as the hoofs come in, you can hear like birds squawking and stuff, and you can hear a very faint, like, as your hooves kind of come into here, you can hear a very help. And as you guys kind of walk into this clearing here, kind of like walk up here, you notice that you guys are coming in from the south road here. There's a bunch of big birds, one really big bird and a bunch of other little birds picking at all the bodies, and you can hear someone shouting like very faintly from over here as there's like 3 birds like up there, and you can see they're like clawing at like the rubble and stuff, trying to dig in to get whoever potentially is in here.
I would probably ride up with my horse to try and scare them off.
Okay. As you here, I need to move all these little guys. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna switch back to the token layer. Okay. So as you guys kind of walk into town, these birds over here kind of like back up like a step, kind of squawk at you, and then this big one kind of turns as it has like an arm dangling out of its mouth, and it kind of gives this guttural like as it seems like you have disturbed its
revelry.
Its meal here, so roll for initiative. So basically this so this big bird kind of squawks at you, and all the other ones kind of like turn their attention towards you, and you can tell that they are very aggressive. So it will start with Samus, as these birds look like they're ready to attack you guys.
We're still riding our horses, right?
Yes.
How does speed work?
I will say, I don't think that the horses are very well war trained.
A riding horse has 60-foot speed.
So if you get the horse close to an enemy, they'll probably get skittish.
But it's a fucking vulture.
That's a really big bird.
It's a giant vulture.
Not the giant. Okay, I understand the giant vulture. I meant like the ones next to us.
Trained war horses are like will attack with you and shit.
Why?
Yep.
Okay.
And then these you just kind of like get kind of close and hop off of it.
I don't know what I did, but there's something that's overlaid on top of the chat button, and I can't go back to the chat button and roll 20 now.
That's
amazing. Thanks, roll 20.
My condolences.
Roll 20, please.
So just tell me what got rolled, I guess, because I don't want to leave, because the turn tracker is probably gonna go away. Actually,
I won.
Can you like
I won the
minimize and then re-full screen?
You mean mounted preacher?
Anyways, okay. Yeah, Brian's first.
I delay my turn until someone else is in melee range with something. Alright, that's
okay. Okay, then it is the giant vulture's turn, and it is let me look at this thing. Okay. It is going to, it kind of screams into the sky, and then it basically is gonna fly over towards Ramvik, because you're the closest thing to it.
Hell yeah.
So it's gonna basically fly over, so it's probably like up, like, you know, it's gonna fly over to you and then try to attack you with its beak and talons. So it's going to attempt to beak you. Okay, then it will use its multi-attack thing to attempt to talons you.
15, that misses.
Okay, so it just kind of clatters off your armor as it kind of flails at you, and that's its turn.
Alright, slot me in here. That's something in melee range. I am going to attempt to shoot it with the hand crossbow.
Can I just like do this?
To the 21 hit?
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Alright, it takes 9 damage.
Ouch.
Does the crit fail hit?
Crit fail does not hit, no.
That's too bad, because I rolled max damage. Alright, that's my turn.
It squawks at you when your arrow plunges into it. Alright. Then it is Torrid's turn.
Right. I'd like to leave off my horse.
Yep.
Charge up and just whack him with my hammer.
Okay, yeah, you can dismount.
But first, I would like to rage.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean,
Okay, yep, you bonus action rage and then dismount and run towards the big bird, and then so roll to hit. Yep. What did you roll?
It's a normal type move.
I rolled a 10.
What? Do you not have your weapons programmed in?
I did, but it didn't save.
Okay, because you probably have your +2 proficiency bonus as well.
And
Yep, so it'd be plus
how do you? I mean, okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
14
function?
So 14.
Not
Yeah.
well.
Okay, 14 hits.
Oh, plus 16 because of rage. I don't
Okay.
function very.
What? Rage is +2 to damage.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's
just
plus
damage,
2 to
not
attack.
No, just damage, no attack.
just damage.
All right, my bad.
It does not increase your hit
That
chance.
makes more sense actually.
Alright.
Yes.
So you rolled an 8, you have 2 strength, you have 2 proficiency, that's a 12.
That'll hit.
Alright. What weapon are you holding?
Warhammer, which is a.
Um,
10.
a Warhammer is a 1d10 versatile or 1d8 if you have a shield.
I don't have a shield, so it'd be 1.
Alright, so you type /R space 1d10 plus 2. Sorry, 1d10 plus 4.
Yeah.
Yes. 9 damage.
Okay, this thing is still just hanging on. You like cripple one of its legs as you slam your warhammer into it. Then it is Ramvik's turn.
I will also rage, and then try to hit it with my greatsword. 22 hit.
Yes.
No, it flips.
12 damage.
Yeah, so you just decapitate this vulture.
I call back at it. This motherfucker got nothing on me. And I ride my horse. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Remounting a horse.
No, he's swung at it off of his horse. On his horse.
Yeah, the vulture approached me.
Oh, gotcha.
45, 50. And then I spend half of my movement hopping off of the horse, and then I spend the other half of my movement going 5, 10.
Okay. So you just nestle into the vultures, the center of them. Yeah, as you kind of step in between all of these things, you know, they kind of like rah, squawk at you, and you can see that there's a dwarf that is pinned under some rubble.
I rage.
Okay. How did you?
There
it
we
takes
go.
half your movement to dismount, right?
The horse moved.
Yes. The horse moved.
Oh,
6,
right.
50,
That makes sense.
And then I spent 15 to hop off, and then 10 to get here.
Okay.
And then
So I have Franklin's turn. A horse here.
For what it's worth, don't forget that it's good to keep your token around for initiative reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
That's a reminder.
Oh. Oops.
Oops.
Oh, that's unfortunate, because Oops. Okay.
I still see mine, which is unusual because it used to fully delete you.
Yeah, that's unusual, but like we do see it. But Sam in particular, be aware of whichever one has the initiative. Make sure you like mark it with an X rather than delete it.
Yeah, what was your
11.16.
Yeah, we see it right now.
Oh, is it still in the tracker?
Yeah, it's still in the turn order.
It's still in the
Yeah.
tracker and the token disappeared, which is not normal behavior. They might have implemented upgrades.
Yeah.
Oh. because Gabe.
Because that 17 is also no token.
Gabe is gone from the turn order.
Well, I don't
because
get
I
image,
deleted my token.
but there is still something at 11.16.
Right.
There's also something at 17, which should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know why it's still there. Again, something's weird. Moving on.
Okay.
I think it's an upgrade. That's good.
Moving on.
All right, Franklin.
Okay. So I'm just going to attack this vulture here. Can I
long click.
This guy here with my light crossbow.
Okay.
22 to hit.
That is most certainly hits.
I don't know why it didn't roll damage. Normally it does that, right?
You click the word light crossbow.
It's an up.
Oh, I see.
In chat. Yes.
11 damage.
That kills that vulture.
Hooray! I'm useful.
Nice job.
Squawk!
The vulture gives you a thumbs up as you shoot an arrow in its
As
throat.
it dies.
This one. It is the dead. Okay.
That's my turn. I don't want to. Well, actually, I'm going to sing like tra la 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 la, where our victory is guaranteed, and give a bardic inspiration. Wait, well, what was the ruling on that? Can I give that without it being seen as like inherently magical, or would that be like you sang and I did better? That means you're a witch.
Depends on how the person who did better feels afterwards.
I'll give it.
And maybe their insight and such.
Yeah.
True, good point. Okay, y'all have good insight. I'm not gonna give it then.
Well.
Since we're a little cooler.
Everyone's like,
Insight. I don't know about anyone else.
Everyone's like,
My insight is low and I use magic, so I don't think I would mind.
No, you know what?
There is an.
I'm gonna give Samus bardic inspiration.
Yeah, Brian's demonstrating the X, by the way.
Oh, the red one.
Brian, how did you do
Yeah.
that?
Better one. Oh, well, the stupid over whatever this.
Oh, I did it.
thing. There it is. There it is. Okay. I
Hey,
had to
share
move.
your screen for a second, Sam.
Yeah, here.
Alien face. Block.
If I go here, 1 second. I'm gonna move off of this.
can I see the GM screen for a second?
Yes. Local
So you see-
metagamer.
So you see where there's this black overlay thing, and I think it might have been when I turned off the nameplates.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
I've never seen that even as a DM.
I
Alright,
know.
in order to fix that, you'd have to refresh. But to get around it, put your mouse on the border between the map and the sidebar, and like click and drag it like you would to expand a normal screen.
Wow.
Other border. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
I did it. There we go. We got there.
Okay. We got there.
Okay,
Alright.
great.
So back to combat.
Yes. So it is.
Remember to turn off your screen before I learn everything and when.
Yes. All right.
Because I will not believe.
Gabe will not play responsibly.
Yes. It is Kaovis's turn.
Oh, it's my. Give me a sec. Alright.
Is Brian
Can you move through your allies?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you do
sorry.
so?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Generally.
If they let you.
Brian, can I have a master pretty please?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
It is permitted.
I'm gonna ride up gear. 60, and then I think I have a speed.
What's with all your little ion stones?
I just found out I could be different colors. Now I have a heart. Now I have a man. Now I have a clock.
Ooh.
Now I have a fish.
Now I'm Nappa.
I will dismount. It's too bad I can't CP
Aw.
Gabe's. Just happen.
Now there's two of you.
Double click
give me a
the
second.
token if you want to change the name.
Then
There you
I
go.
will move here. Can I? Nah. Is there a way? Could I try and intimidate them to like move away? Maybe a space away
Sure.
or something.
You could make an intimidate check, yeah, to like scare them off. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you kind of like scream at them or whatever, and they kind of like fly up onto the roof, and they're like looking down
attack.
at you. Yep.
Mm.
They're looking down at you guys.
16 damage.
Oh, I would also
that kills one of them. So, which one are you swinging? Which one are you swinging at?
I guess the one farthest away from Keovas.
So the one on the corner. Okay.
Yeah, because
So you
that
just-
way if Keovas wants to take his own opportunity attack,
Yeah.
Yep.
there's no chance to pull out.
Yep.
I will also take an attack of opportunity. Wait, if I click the weapon, it'll roll damage, so I have rolls.
If you click.
If I click the weapon, will also roll to hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
You click the weapon name on your sheet, like under the attacks column, and it should send out your roll.
The
And then you
hit.
click the name in the chat column
Gotcha.
to roll.
So
Yeah.
does that hit?
That hits. Yes. 8 damage. So it
It's 8 and 4. I think it should be 8 and 4.
Oh,
yeah.
What's the
oh,
1d6
because you
from?
double swing. It's the because it's
Interesting.
2 weapon.
Yep.
He's a 2 weapon fighting.
Exactly.
That would mean that you need 2 attack rolls.
Yeah,
don't you?
if it,
No, it's not 2 weapon, it's double glaive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the second
Okay.
one doesn't get like a damage.
Which is a
bonus, but-
special weapon thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So you slash. You kill it on the second slash. Which one? The one that was flying up, or the one that was flying to the right?
I had 2 next to me. I assume that Gabe attacked one of them.
Yeah.
Unless
So
Gabe
it's
attacked this one over
this-
here, so I'll
I
do the-
attacked the one that was to my.
Oh,
that was
okay.
away from you.
I'll attack the
So
one
you
that was.
have.
Okay.
All right.
Ding. All right.
Yeah, that's my
Is that
turn.
it? Yep. Bertolt.
Well, everyone ruined all of my plans, so,
You're
you
welcome.
I guess
plans.
yeah, I
Oh,
was gonna
oops.
sneak attack things, because I'm a sneak attack person. But, I guess...
Just crit your initiative and then delay until someone else's turn.
Can you not, like, I don't know, find somewhere to hide? Because can't you hide as a bonus action as a rogue?
Not at
Level
first
1.
level.
Not at, oh, gotcha, okay.
Yeah, that's a second level thing.
Gotcha,
Trust me.
gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take out my short bow or use my short bow and try and hit that one.
Okay. That'll hit.
Oh, I forgot to make that public end. That was a 16. 7 damage.
It is still alive. But
Great.
it has an arrow
I
sticking.
didn't get sneak attack damage.
It has an arrow sticking out of it.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right.
Oh, I will dismount and move up a little.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right. So yeah. So it's the vulture's turns. This one being shot, it's going to basically just kind of limp away across the rooftops as it's trying to flee. Yeah. So because it's injured, it probably has like half movement. And then, which would be, yeah, it probably can't fly right now, so it just kind of scuttles across the rooftops. This one is going to attack the closest thing to it, which is Torrid. So this Vulture is going to swoop at you, Torrid, and attempt to beak you.
Hey, rage keeps going.
Yay.
And it misses.
I'm pretty sure 7 misses. So yeah, it just kind of flails wildly as it like kind of flaps at you.
Shit, like a bug.
And then at the end of your turn, you hear another big caw from the sky as the giant vulture's mate. I'm gonna actually roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna roll a d6 to see who this lands next to. 6. Okay, so this is gonna land next here because it's you've killed a lot of its children or something. So this thing's gonna land right here, basically, and then try to peck at you. Right. Beak.
Miss.
Talon.
Hit.
10 slashing damage.
Jeez.
I take 5 damage.
Yeah, rage. So that, and then it, following it, they don't get an attack this turn, but some of its brood flies down as well.
Can I get a dope ass scar you can tell women about now?
I'm gonna roll a dice to see how many of these come with it. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna roll again here to see who they land next to. And okay, so oops. Vulture here. Vulture here. Vulture here. Vulture here. Alright, that is... So a bunch of these fly down with this thing.
Oh no!
And they're going to attempt to beak. So I'll start with Kaovis. You're getting beaked.
Oh, me. That's right. I'm Kaovis. No, I'm fine.
Torrid, another one's gonna try to beak you.
No, you put it next to the horse, that Kaovis.
Yeah, it would be attack Buttercup.
The horse?
Yeah, that's the horse.
No.
That's the horse. That's Kaovis.
Oh, then it would, okay.
Kaovis not recognizing his name is giving me big Batman Beyond.
Tommy,
What do you call yourself in your head?
Yeah.
Tommy, does a 16 hit you?
Oh yeah, that hits me.
You take 4 piercing.
But he's still raging, right?
Yeah, so you take 2 piercing damage.
Yes.
Bertold beak, 21 to hit.
Am I
You take 2 piercing.
actually?
And then
Am I getting?
Franklin, you're getting beaked
Okay.
for 16.
No, that's a lot of damage. Actually.
Does a 16 hit, Ryan?
It's
That's a
3
16
Oh
hit.
yeah, a 16 hits. Okay,
Then you
gotcha.
take 3
Fine.
piercing damage.
Oh good, that's way better.
Don't have a heart
No,
attack.
do not confuse the 2 hit to the damage.
I
That is
did.
very different.
I did.
Okay,
Sam, are
that
there-
is all the birds.
Before you end the bird's turn, is there flanking in this game that would make this guy actually hit me?
Oh, actually, they have pack tactics, so he would have advantage.
Okay, well then it would hit me.
good.
'Cause that would be
So you take 3 piercing damage.
just one.
Yep, thanks for reminding me.
Well, if you're gonna be like that.
Then it's Samus's turn. As a bunch more birds fly down.
Also, what was their initiative?
2. They're just at the end of the initiative with the other vultures.
Oh, now I'm not in initiative. Interesting that it took a round to fall off.
Weird.
You fell off immediately for me.
Anyway.
Reroll and then modify
To what it was, yeah.
what it
I
was.
will redo this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot a big bird.
Big bird. Yes.
How much is your Bardic Inspiration dice right now?
I believe it starts at D6. If I remember correctly. Let me double check.
That sounds right.
Yes.
sounds
it
right.
starts at a D6.
Did you inspire
Samus, yeah.
I did. Yeah, I'm hoping that he finds me useful.
You're allowed to roll first and then decide to use it.
Oh, okay. Well, if I see a 20, I'm not gonna use it.
Is this an
You
obstacle?
do feel you feel a rush. Well, I guess you haven't used it, so I guess you.
All right, so I hit.
Yep.
That is 6 damage.
It has taken 6 damage.
And I'll have another go at it. I will. I don't remember if we know if that hits or not.
Yes,
It does.
15
It does.
will hit.
All right.
They have very low AC,
All right. So that's another 6 damage.
so it's still alive. It's a big bird.
And then I will flank this bird so my friend can use sneak back.
Thank you.
Sam, is this a wall?
You
Yes.
guys working
Okay.
together.
Also, I think I might have accidentally closed the track.
Yeah.
Correct.
You did.
Oh, that was an accident. I was
Oh
like, I don't think this one's good.
no!
It should be fine if you reopen it,
Oh
hopefully.
yeah.
Oh, am I gonna
Yeah.
have to roll for initiative again? It's too...
No.
It's Torrent's turn. Get him, Tommy.
You have 2 enemies to fight.
Horrid thinks that's horrid. It's time to turn it into one enemy.
Whichever one of these hit me, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. I think both of them whiffed you, and you also
It's
missed.
so angry.
He took 2 damage from somewhere.
Wait,
One
right?
of them hit for 4 that got halved.
Yeah, that's right.
Thing was,
Oh, you're
One of them
right.
missed,
Yeah,
the other hit.
this one hecked you.
Yeah.
I'm just swinging in the air trying to see if I'm too angry.
Yep. You just kind of whiff, unfortunately, as it. Oh, some dust in my eyes.
It do just be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, if I don't get hit, I lose my rage.
but you did.
No,
you did get
if
it.
you make an attack, you don't have to
Oh,
land the attack. You just
alright.
have to make an attack.
Mhm. Yeah. Ran. Are you done, Tommy?
I assume.
That is my turn, yep.
Okay. Ramvik. Big bird.
I'm
and
gonna
another little bird.
keep screaming at the birds who are screaming at me and try and hit it.
Okay. The beak one.
14,
That hits the beak one.
10 damage.
So that's 10 plus 12, so that's 22. It is dead.
And then I'm going to fly up after this one.
Okay. Fair enough. Then
Oh
it is
yeah, you
Franklin's
can do
turn.
that.
Yeah, I forgot he was a bird as well. I was like, what? Fly up
Yeah, if you look at my model, I clearly have a jetpack and a grenade launcher.
Yeah, you clearly have some other things too.
You're right, Gabe. I should
Alright.
pay.
Franklin, there is a bird next to
Yeah, I don't really like that. I want to be far away from the birds, but that seems kind of my lot right now. So I'm just gonna try to stab it with my dagger.
you. Okay.
Oh,
Get him.
you should mock it.
Nice. That hits.
I'm not going to mock it because
Ocarina Shiv.
Ocarina Shiv.
Okay.
I don't have that yet.
All right. You do 4 damage to it, and it is hurt. Like
Hell.
"Rah!" and squawks at you as you slash it.
I like that. I like that. It is right.
Is that it?
That's all I got.
All right. Kaovis, there's a bird.
I will slowly turn toward this bird, and I will attack it.
That'll hit. All right, that's 9 damage. It is just barely alive.
Got to be kidding me. There's anything else I can do. Can I scream at it again?
You can.
No,
sure,
no,
you
that's
can
fine. I'll
scream
just
at it,
run
but
away. And...
That's a free action.
No, it's fine.
Ah! Can the horse kill us?
Can I have Buttercup act on my turn?
No.
Horses are not war
I'm not a
trained.
trained warhorse, so no.
But
Berthold.
can I try with
Yeah.
animal handling to see if it'll listen to me?
Bertolt will go ahead and sidestep around this
What
bird.
about his ponytail?
Drop his bow. Oh, wait. Do we have flanking?
Yes.
Okay. What does that mean for this?
If you're on opposite sides of an enemy, you get advantage.
Great. Then I will just drop my bow and use my short sword for the first attack. On this
That'll hit.
thing for 6 damage.
Nice. It takes 6 damage.
And then I will stab it with my dagger or attempt to and
You're
fail.
supposed to have advantage on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should roll a second to see.
Oh, yeah. I'm not used to having advantage on this.
11 will hit.
So friends are 4.
That means you get your sneak attack, right? Or are you not
Another
the...
6.
It.
My
used
sneak
it for
attack
the
was
first
on the
hit.
first attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We just took
Oh,
the second attack.
Yes,
Made it the
this
advantage.
bird is dead. This bird is dead.
Right.
Great. Then I will step over here for now. Or, no. Yeah, I'll step over there for now. Yeah. That's my turn.
Why didn't you roll our
Alright.
Pokemon into initiative? There's Ponyta right there.
I'm the rat.
It's a rental.
Vulture's turns. That one's dead. Franklin, this bird is gonna try to beat you again because you stabbed it.
Oh!
It got a crit. You take 5 piercing
Oh
damage.
my god!
Tinderu.
Nani!
Samantha Buzz and those horns are fell.
Oh my wow.
Does that
So,
drop you?
yes.
Okay. So this bird kind of pounces on Franklin and like pecks him like
No!
like pecks him in the face as he topples over and this bird's like on top of him as he is.
That's 5 damage,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I'm down.
Yep.
So, Torrid, unfortunately there are 2 of these, so they're both gonna try to peck at you. I mean, I guess because
I think it'd be
of
okay.
rage, it's fine. First peck is a
Yep,
15 to hit. 2 piercing damage.
1.
And then the second one is 10 to hit. I believe that
Nope.
misses.
Barely misses.
Okay. So it misses you.
Took 1.
Yeah.
Vulture
As
another.
this vulture that's barely alive is gonna try to peck KO this
Why? This is a
because you
failure of
slashed it.
evolution. You're about to die. Why are you attacking me? You could fly
Because
away.
That's when they're most likely to attack.
Because you cut its
That's
you
vultures.
cut its wings off.
They want to
Oh, okay, well that makes sense. I was gonna say he could just fly away. He misses.
Like trying to eat.
11.
He misses.
Oh, that was actually just the one I shot and like nearly killed.
And then Ramvik, I guess the one you're chasing will attempt to turn around and peck at you since you ran up on it.
No.
13. Okay. All right. Back to Samus, and I close the tracker again. Here it is.
I'm
Alright.
going to right here and trying to save my idiot.
Hooray!
I'm gonna say this vulture's like basically on top of him.
I'm gonna use my
Hard.
bardic inspiration.
Nice.
That's a 15.
I'm fine.
You think of the words Franklin said, and now that he's passed out on the ground, you feel a surge run through you as you.
That is 8 damage.
It's dead because it took damage from Franklin. So, yeah. Yep, you have killed the bird.
It's like Squidward saving
Hooray.
SpongeBob.
All right.
Boo-hoo!
For next turn, I guess maybe I'll try and stabilize.
gotta
But yeah,
miss
for now, that's enough.
Okay. All right. Torrid. These
Are
birds.
they trying to attack the same one?
Get up.
Yeah,
That'll
I've
hit.
been so upset.
That'll hit.
no.
Aw.
Damn it.
Did you add your? Oh.
Oh, what the fuck?
Unfortunate.
That's sad.
Sad. Oh wait, it
That's
should be
rough.
1
+ 2 + 2.
What? Where's? Oh yeah,
Oh,
from
rage.
rage.
You do 5.
Does that?
So it.
Awesome.
So it's still alive, but he did 5 damage to it. Gonk.
Sorry, Tom.
Then it is Ramvik's turn.
I am going to rip this bird apart with my talons.
Okay.
Jeez.
I miss.
You miss.
That's it.
Yep.
I would love to be able to get bonus action attacks with my talons, but I can't. So,
Franklin, roll me
racism.
roll a death save, sir,
Oh no.
or whatever.
Is that a D20?
Alright. It's
Yep.
just a D20, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like 10 and above?
Yeah. 10 and above is that's
I
a
think
fail.
that's
So you have.
It is a
3
fail.
So that's 1 of 3 failures.
If you die here, I will never know what became of Dr. Sumisama.
I will.
You'll spend the rest
a
of
bit of
your
a shame, I
days
guess.
trying to find the mysterious, magical, not magical doctor.
To save our party member who just died.
Okay, it's your turn.
First encounter.
This has happened to me. My first D&D campaign I played at Taylor, and this is what happened. Just died in the second scenario.
Level 1 characters die. That's just what they do.
Yeah,
Like,
It is.
it's the rules,
It's-
especially if you fail perception checks.
Yeah.
sometimes, 4 or 5 completely competent level 1 adventurers roll up on a CR1 dire wolf and all die. Like,
Unfortunately.
Attack this bull. Ah,
In that case, you guys are doing very well.
son of a bitch!
I mean,
You whiff.
I
Couldn't have
killed
said
the
anything.
bus.
This
First
bird just
turn.
you just go to swing at this bird and it just kind of like it collapses on the ground and you swing over it and it stumbles back to its feet.
And then the boss respawned, and then I killed it first turn again.
Did I yell out to this guy to ask him if he's okay?
I think
Sure.
you had help the second time.
Yes.
I'm alive.
I had health the first time. Yeah. Kill Steel Master, they're both all mine.
Berthold.
Great. I'm gonna go over here and try and stabilize.
I
Okay.
appreciate that.
Medicine.
That is a medicine check.
You got a 10.
It is a DC 10
Yep,
check,
yep.
typically.
You
You are stabilized. You
Alright.
aren't dying anymore.
Does
No,
that put
I'm
me at 1
checking
or am I
this
still.
No, you're unconscious but stable.
Okay, cool.
You only
Yeah.
hit 1 and come back if you rolled a nat 20 on your death saving throw, or somebody like used something real on you.
And
Right,
then
right.
it's the Vulture's turn again.
What does this do for him? Does it reset his death saving throws?
It means he doesn't have to roll
pretty much.
anymore. He's
Oh,
stable,
cool.
he's good, he can just take a nap.
All right, we'll just go from the top down. So peck at Ramvik,
Miss.
peck at Kaovis.
Hit me.
Take 4
If I
piercing.
die to this fucking thing, I'm
Right.
so upset.
Two pecks at Torrid. 1 is a 4. Oh no, 17 because pack to tactics.
Pack. Continue.
So
That hit.
17
That hit.
4
He can take some hits, thankfully.
4 piercing, and then the second one is gonna crit you.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That is 7 piercing. I think you round down.
You do.
Oh, wait,
Yes,
round
down for
Always
damage.
down. Always.
So that's 2 and 4 for a total
Yeah.
of 6.
Yep.
Or 2 and
2 and
3
3,
for a total
actually.
of
Yeah,
5.
5.
Yeah.
I just said we round
You're
down,
8.
then I rounded up.
You're 8.
Yeah.
You're at 8,
Well, oh,
7.
That is the Vulture's turn. It is Samus's turn. He's Vulture.
I'm
This is
gonna
so funny.
take a
The
pot shot
Vulture
at.
next to Batman, man.
I'm gonna take a pot shot at the full health vulture that's attacking Torvid.
Okay, yep. That's
I assume that
That'll
23
hit.
will hit.
uh-huh.
That is 9 damage.
Okay, it is barely
That one.
alive.
I was hoping to kill. Then I'll take another shot at that same one.
That hits.
Cool. 4 damage.
It's dead. Cool. It's dead. Alright. Torrid. Finish him
Same
off.
thing. All right.
Finish it.
That'll hit.
Yay!
That kills it. It is dead.
I'm so fucking proud of you, man.
And that wasn't even with the rage damage.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it. So that is dead. Would you like to move now that you're not going to take off attacks?
I'm just gonna walk over here and sit down for a minute.
Okay.
Breath.
You have
Catch your breath.
you have like
Catch my
bite
breath.
marks all over you as you were like seething from your anger. That it's Ramvik's turn.
I'm going to continue bird battle.
Okay.
Late night
That'll
bird fight.
hit.
Late night bird fight.
That'll hit.
Caw, motherfucker!
That kills it.
Yeah.
You have murdered the bird.
You do that thing where you like talon it and then you do like the quick text to take its head off.
Instead of going to help, I just start eating this bird.
It is, you're right.
Assert dominance.
I'll move 5 feet and then start eating the bird.
Oh my god. At least I got chicken. Okay, so Franklin is unconscious, so then it just goes to Kaovis.
Okay. This isn't gonna apply for this turn, but did we agree that the double glaive requires a bonus action to attack with the second part of it, or forget?
Yes.
We did, okay. But for this case, because I would be able to just, if I just used my scimitars, I would be able to attack with just one with a bonus action, right?
With 2-weapon fighting, yes. If they're
Yeah.
separate.
So I'm gonna split the two into the 2 scimitars. I'm gonna use an action to lay hands on myself because of this godforsaken vulture.
Okay.
Let's see. Worst case scenario is it crits and it does 4 and 4, so I'll give 4 to myself. Gosh, I can't believe I have to do this for a vulture. And then I'll hopefully kill it with the bonus action attack. Let's see. That hits. 5 damage.
Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, it was at 1.
Thanks, sweet baby Mose.
Alright, and that is initiative over. Combat over. You've slain all the birds.
I feel like everybody just
so
kind of sits
stupid.
down.
I go grab my bow and put it on my back like usual, and
I'm gonna free this person trapped
Yes,
in the rubble.
I'm gonna go help him.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
Yes.
about. I took 0 damage and killed 3 birds. This is great.
Typical
I
Samuel.
also killed 3 birds.
So you can tell
Do I
that his
stand up yet, or
if somebody heals
or am I
you,
still on the ground? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's cool. I'll sleep. That's
Hey,
fine.
you definitely not a paladin, fellow. This one needs your help. I gesture towards what's his name?
Franklin.
Franklin.
Elvis.
I feel like we should
Elvis.
help the guy with a house on top of him first.
I probably won't have identified as a paladin, so you're gonna have to call me by name.
I'm gonna go help the person stuck under the
Alright,
house.
Okay.
I'll hear it. I hear
All
it.
right,
but
you
I'll-
maniac. What do you go by when you're in this outfit?
Oh, I mean, if you're gonna ask me, I'll look at the eye.
I'm Batman.
I'm assuming I'm getting the help action,
Yes.
and so
Yes.
that's a 24 athletics.
So how do you? Okay.
And then while he's doing that, I'll use the remaining 1 life point I have of lay on hands and help him. But like,
Okay,
I'll
yeah, so-
pull my cloak over him so they can't see what I'm doing.
and heal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I will assist Ramvik in helping this person out of the
so
rubble.
with the so you're able to get like the leverage you need where you can lift up. I'll say you lift the rubble up, and then Bear told you can like slide the guy out from under it.
We got you, man.
As you so he's there. You can tell this seems to be just some villager who lived in this town. He doesn't look like a guild member that you recognize. He doesn't have any insignia. He's just in kind of like, civilian clothing. He says, "Oh, thank you. I thought I was going to starve to death or be eaten by those dastardly birds." It is a dwarf.
Oh no! Would you like some turkey?
Honestly,
How about some rabbit?
yes, he'll very greedily eat.
I'll also pass him a water skin.
Yes. Yeah, he hungrily, greedily drinks that and eats what you give him or whatever. It's like, oh, if it didn't rain the other day, I probably would have died for thirst.
Did he just lay out on his back and keep his mouth open?
Yeah.
Perhaps
I
he
mean,
had, like, a
either.
feed
What
and
else
water
can he do?
bottle.
Point.
I mean, you're trapped face down on a house. You either drink or drown.
That's true.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. He says, "Oh, and he looks at your insignia and says, "Oh, you're a member of the guild. They came, but it was too late. Those devils came through, burned everything, killed everyone, and then they just kind of, when the house started to collapse, I got knocked unconscious. I think they just assumed I was dead and woke up to the sounds of seeing them fighting with the guild."
Ow! I've never met arsonist turkeys before.
No, not the birds. The pirates. There was one.
What happened to Rampant 15 minutes?
What can you tell us about the pirates?
Well, I mean,
Clap,
it was late in the evening. Fog started to roll in, and they were everywhere. They were dark and dressed in black. There was
Sorry.
there was a one a feline fellow in a gold fellow or whatnot, but they were taking some orders from a feline person that had a very gold shiny coat that kind of glittered in the firelight. It was very off-putting with all the carnage that was going on. But they left. There was one of your folk, and he like taps Ramvik on the shoulder. A very robust fellow with scars. I remember him. He was fighting this gold pelted thing, and they got to do a skirmish, and then I passed out. And then I woke up the next day and realized I couldn't move, and I was trapped here, and I tried calling for help, and eventually all those carrion eaters came, and I tried to not be noticed, but glad you guys got here when you did. They probably would have eaten me alive. But he kind of like sits there and thinks for a bit and is like, don't really remember much. I do yes, that's about it.
All right. I don't suppose you have any clue where they went after this.
Let me think. He's trying to like rack his brain. He's like, well, I assume the pirates just went back out to sea, because I believe that's the direction they came from, or at least that's...
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the house, for the most part. Until, like, you know, the house caught on fire and all the craziness happened. I can't say for sure if the other fighters, but I'm sure, I guess you could look around to see if you recognize any bodies.
Okay.
I will look around
We'll
to
do
see
that.
if I recognize any bodies.
Okay. You do not.
Maybe the people in the guild will do that. Bertold is like, I know none of these people.
Take a look around.
Okay. Yeah, so if Samus and Ramvik look around, you guys, like, you see people you recognize, like, but you don't find Kahiko.
Alright.
Like, you don't find his body anywhere.
Hey, he's been kidnapped. Excellent.
Or he was eaten by vultures.
Fuck
Or
you.
he's elsewhere in the town. This is the first part of the town we looked at.
Even the most experienced individuals can roll nat once.
It would take more than a nat 1 to lose to this chicken.
Well,
Yes.
you never know.
Is there anything specific you guys want to do here, or try to figure out what to do? Like, do you have an idea of what you want to do next?
I want to at least sweep through the rest of the town.
Yeah, look for survivors.
See if there's like other relief forces, other survivors. Make sure this guy has some way of getting like well water before we just abandon him to figure out his life.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, we should help him to the farm where he stayed the night with, if we're gonna do that. Or point him in that direction, be like,
If
hey,
he's-
that person, we stayed with that person, if you explain the situation, they'll probably be able to help.
If he's the only survivor, sure. But if we can get like a small community of survivors, then we can either let them like band together or escort them back to the city.
Yeah, their pick.
But the first thing
Alright.
we'd have to do is search for someone.
Yes.
So yeah, so you guys search. I'm assuming you're just gonna go through pretty much every house and building and all that stuff.
I will
Be fairly
remount
thorough.
Yeah.
So you find, other than this guy, you find a small group. That you find 4 survivors that have like piled into like a storm cellar, basically. That is like, on the edge of. It was like a house kind of near the edge of the town, and it looks like they just kind of fled down into the cellar. So it's a dwarven man, and then there's a couple dwarven children, and then some other looks like a lady, but they're not really. The man and the children, the 2 children are the man's son and daughter, and then the woman was just a woman who's like his neighbor. But the man explains that they were trying to get into the cellar or whatever, and when their house caught on fire, his wife, as the house was collapsing, his wife died when the house collapsed. So he had to take his kids down, and they basically have just been sitting in there for a while. It's like they have like rations and stuff down there that they've stored for a little while, and they were just there and were waiting a while for things to go out. But you find them because when part of the house collapsed, another part of it like fell over, and like a big beam from the roof like landed over the storm cellar door, so they couldn't get out until you guys looked in there. So they had been trapped in there for however long it's been, and they've been eating the rations and stuff down there. So, but they, So they tell you a similar story of this guy that the pirates came in. They heard fighting. They woke up to their house on fire basically, and they tried to run down. All that happened. They went in, and then they heard a big thud as that was going. One of the kids though chimes in, the little boy, and he's like, I peeked through a hole in the wall, and as the fire was leading, there was I saw that. He points at your insignia. He's like, I saw someone with that heading back south out of town with that insignia. And he kind of describes, he tries to describe him the best he can. And Gabe and Brian, you kind of get from the brief description he gives him, you realize, because he hasn't been named, but the scout that initially came into town to tell them that the pirates were there. So the one that led them into the ambush. And he said they were headed down. He said he saw them heading south out of town.
Wait, the scout that came in to tell the village that pirates were coming?
No, the scout that led this group into the ambush.
Is also the one that escaped. Which is how someone
Yeah,
who
makes
is
sense.
supposedly critically injured made a 3-day horse ride.
No, it's a different one.
One person
it's a
escaped
different.
critically injured going north to us, and another person left in perfect health after leading everyone into an ambush going south.
Well, you see, I got confused because when you had us enter the town, you had us come in from the south for some reason. On the map.
Well, I meant you came in from the bottom of this map.
Okay, well,
Which is south.
That's south, Sam.
I got confused because I was zoning in and out this entire time.
So anyway, it sounds like we have a trail to follow at least.
Is there like, were we supposed to just check for survivors, or were we supposed to bring them back?
That wasn't 100% clear, but you could general, because the closest place is either that guy's farm or Cliffport, or you could continue to go south and then go into Storm Harbor, and find a town there.
This isn't already part of Storm Harbor?
No.
It's on
the outlying villages of Cliffport's city-state.
I think it's whichever's closer. These people have kind of lost their home, so they'll be starting fresh regardless.
And Cliffport is definitely closer.
Is there other small towns in the area they could go to instead? Or is it
not really?
They're probably destroyed.
So we either take them north to Cliffport, or we abandon them to follow the trader.
That's what it basically sounds like.
Or we could accomplish both of those things.
Yeah, split the party.
We could shoot them out of the cannon in the direction of Cliffport and then wait.
Well, first we would need a cannon.
I'm sure they just left one lying around here somewhere.
Roll a tinker.
What is your guys' alignments?
Not applicable.
What's your point?
Not applicable.
Justice.
I'm a good person. What?
All right, so
see, you need to have at least 6 intelligence.
I think
I was just curious.
Chaotic lawful.
Why don't we have a vote from amongst the party? If who would want to go take the survivors back to Cliffport?
Oh, you
What are
can't
the
see me
options?
raising.
What are our options?
I like that option better.
So basically, it's take the survivors. If you're gonna take the survivors somewhere, you can either take the survivors up to Cliffport or take them down to Storm Harbor. Cliffport is definitely closer. You could also leave them here, or give them your horses to go back to Cliffport, and go pursue the trader, or you could, basically you could try to equip them to just have them take themselves to Cliffport and go south, or you can go with them.
But wait, if Storm
Or just
Harbor
leave
is
them
south, can't we just accomplish both of them by taking them to Storm Harbor?
Storm Harbor's a lot farther away.
But is it on the way of? Oh, it's a lot farther away.
We don't know where on the way is because we're following someone.
So
We would be taking refugees into the bandit camp.
Yeah.
I would, if we were taking them somewhere, I would rather take them to Cliffport, but I wouldn't be opposed to just dumping them off at the nearby farm and telling them someone will come to get you at some point, maybe.
I wouldn't mind
Do-
giving up my word.
Question: what is the state of postal here? Can we send a letter from somewhere?
You'd have to find a delivery service.
You could probably leave a letter with the farmer, and whenever he takes his produce into Cliffport to sell, he might be able to deliver it for you.
Right.
Mm.
So I guess that's not exactly the timeline that would be
Yeah.
ideal, but I think that's something where, you know, it's what, like an hour or two, we were saying, to
Get there, yeah.
to the farmer, and so I think I would suggest we do that and see if he can do that, and if not, then we probably should escort them back to Cliffport. If he can, like, just shelter them for a little bit and then take them with him when he goes back to Cliffport, then I think we should, in that case, pursue the trader.
Okay.
Does anyone have any?
Nothing worse than pirates.
Does anyone
and
have any
traders.
other opinions?
Does anybody have what?
I'm still not
Other
entirely sure what I
opinions.
want to do, but if the farmer says yes, then this kind of resolves itself, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so I agree with you. We'll do that first.
Innocent.
Yeah. That's my thought, is just like do the first check to make sure that this is an option, and if it is, then we'll get on our way and let them be with the nice person who put us up for a
It
night.
only takes an hour. No, sorry, I'm not a part of
I would like to complete a short rest while we go
Sure.
to check on the farmer.
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure.
For sure.
So everyone gets a short rest. You can take that as you're headed back, and then we'll pick.
Right.
We will pick up as you guys are getting to the farm to drop these guys off next time, and everyone is now level 2.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Hey.
How many hit dice am I supposed to have?